This footage was taken by my brother-in-law, Terry Thompson, at Offley, and we started from our cottage in Offley, walking along the high street towards Offley Place, the college where I worked in the 60s. And here you see myself, Dorothy pushing the pram with Deborah in it, Vivian walking along the side, my uncle Richard, my aunty Hilda, my mum in the white hair, and my sister Patricia. This was in 1966. I'd got the gardens looking pretty good. Of course, also tagging along here is Karen and Kevin, Pat and Terry's children. Very tiny then they were. Here we are with me leading the way round into the main gates of the walled garden, of the rose garden and so on, and showing my aunt and uncle and my sister around the place. Dorothy often used to come up and visit me here, and then we go into the greenhouse and look at some of the plants in there, and then my auntie Hilda, who was quite a character. We looked in the cold frames. Of course there were some radishes there, and auntie Hilda actually takes a radish straight out and starts eating it, and as I say, she's quite a character. She starts dancing around on the grass there. I spent some of the happiest days of my life at Offley, and it was a lovely job. Well, you know, I got paid for something that I loved, in effect. Also in 1966 this, but this time at my sister Patricia's house in Highams Park, Chingford. And this, I think, was probably a birthday party for my nephew Kevin. I'm not sure exactly which birthday it was, probably his 4th or 5th birthday I should think. But you can see Vivian there in the corner as well, next to Karen. Vivian got a little curly hair and the bow in her hair. Yeah, a load of kids there. There's Kevin actually blowing his candles out, so it must have been his birthday. I have to count the candles on it. I didn't notice that actually, but there you go. But yeah, there's Vivian, just going out on the right hand side there with a little bow in her hair. I think here, along here somewhere, this is sitting next to Karen, and then of course my sister Pat, or Patricia, comes along and sits more comfortably in the seat. Pat was always in charge of these things because it was at her house this time anyway. But I think here, if you look carefully, you will see Dorothy there, with her little blue dress on. So the dark navy blue dress, that is. The one in the light dress is my other sister Eileen. She's sitting there next to Dot at this point, and of course the kids seem to be playing some sort of game. God knows what it was, but there you are. You can see Eileen in the light blue dress and Dorothy in the dark navy blue dress with a brooch on it. They're chatting away, watching the kids upstairs their amusement, playing. I'm probably Ring of Roses or something. We all fall down, something like that. By the look of it, I would think. So yeah. On second thoughts, it's probably more like oranges and lemons as they're going through the arches there. The kids are forming with their arms, and it looks, well, you can see Dot looks highly amused by it all, and you can also see me there on the other side, sort of cheering them on. I had a little moustache there for some reason or other, bit of a smoothie probably, but yeah, as I say, Dot looks quite amused by it all, and then of course she seems to grab Kevin there and helps him. It looks like they're doing a tug of war or something, and she's helping the kids to do that. Looks like all the kids are having great fun, and Pat bringing out a parcel there as well. I don't know quite what was going on there, but all good fun, I should imagine. And that was in Highams Park in, I say, Chingford, which is where my Melbourne Avenue, where Pat used to live, in actual fact. There we are. Now we know it's a box of Christmas crackers. It shows you crackers are not just for Christmas, or it wasn't in that year anyway. And of course it is Kevin's birthday. As you can see, they're giving him the bumps. Maybe we can count the bumps and find out how many they give him. It's probably 4 or 5, isn't it? I should think. But they all seem to be having a lot of fun here. But Kevin being the one that's being bumped, of course, and obviously little blonde hair that he's got there, and Vivian is. And here it looks like Julie giving us all a song, and which I think all the kids had to do a little piece. Julie chose to sing a song, and there you can see me and Eileen with all the kids in front of us cheering them on. And here you can see me giving Vivian a drink. She's sitting on my knee there and seems to be enjoying herself, while all the kids. And then of course we go out into the garden there, and there's all the kids together. And there, look, there's Vivian, and she's actually got a Deb on her lap. A Dot must have come out and put her on her lap. She must have walked very carefully though, because Dorothy was a very good mother. And here you see their little picnic table. Pat was always a stickler for detail, and so to stop the sun, but it must have been a hot day that day. She's got a little table with a parasol over it to stop the kids getting sunstroke. They're very thoughtful of her. Well, she was a nursery nurse at the beginning of her career, so she's a natural mother really, Patricia was. And there you see, right in the centre there's our little Vivian. The centre of attention by the look of it, with all the kids around her as well. So I think Terry just wanted to get some pictures, and probably took this from up there at the bedroom window or something like that, I should think, by the looking at the angle. But all the kids certainly seem to be enjoying themselves, don't they? And of course, there earlier on we could also see my mum, which I think she joins in later on here with when they all start doing another little game. Quite fun just watching them really. Different angles too. He's zooming in and out there, trying to give different angles, artistic approach to it. And of course there's all the kids. Looks like they're tucking into, I don't know, whatever, jelly and trifle, whatever you have at kids' parties. And Pat, always the perfect hostess, making sure all the kids are all okay. And then here we go now, another little bit here, and you see that we're playing some games with the kids, Ring of Roses or something maybe, I don't know what it was at the time, but you can see me in there, and also is my mum in the little pink dress, the white curly hair there, and the kids all seem to be enjoying themselves. Probably, Doc was probably busy feeding Deb or something like that, I was saying to her. I should think in the house while we were all amusing the kids outside. Well, there you go. You see, the kids really seem to be enjoying themselves, and us adults also making fools of ourselves, or forming the ring, and even going round down the arch as me and my mum, which quite really, I mean, she was in her 60s. No, yeah, she was in her 60s then, I suppose, 50s, 60s. Early 60s, and so she was really quite a game old bird, really. And there's Pat and Eileen also joining in there, as you see. So I think, you know, we never grow up, do we? We're all, I think we're enjoying it just as much as the kids were, to be honest. And but there you go. And also I think then towards the end there, for some reason or other, we're sort of tugging against each other like a tug of war. But I think it was just sort of to keep the kids happy. I don't know if it was very good for their digestion after their jelly and trifle, but I mean, who cares? They're enjoying themselves. Well, I think it seems like we're doing the hokey cokey there or something, you know, you put your left leg in, your left leg out, and all that business, which, of course, you don't get games like that nowadays, do you, really? But this was 1966, and you still got all those party games going then. I don't think kids will be interested in that now, probably more interested in computers and things. But